Okay, Wildcats, today we're looking at Friday, April 27th, inverse polynomials on page 79. If you would, update your table of contents. All right, now your table of contents are updated. Let's take a look. There's not going to be any notes, so let's take a look at the examples. All right, example 1. Find the graph and inverse of f of x. So what I recommend before you get started is 2 colors. You're probably going to need to only use yellow and blue, okay? All right, so we're going to do the function in yellow, okay, and the inverse in blue. All right, so to graph this, we start at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go using slope down to the right 3. So down to 1, 2, 3. Down 1, 2 to the right 1, 2, 3. Down 2 to the right 1, 2, 3. Then we go the opposite direction, up 2 to the left 1, 2, 3. Up 2 to the left 1, 2, 3. And we'll graph that in yellow. All right. So now before you graph the inverse, you want to graph y equals x. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. All right. All right. So now we're going to find and graph the inverse. So to do that, we know that f of x equals y. So then we have, and then we need to switch the x and y. So x equals negative 2/3 y plus 6. Okay. So the next step is we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So x minus 6 equals negative 2/3 y. Well, we can put this divided by 1, and we can cross multiply to solve for y. So 1 times negative 2 is negative 2y. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Last step, divide everything by negative 2, so you get y equals negative 3x divided by 2 plus 9. All right, so to graph, we start at 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we go down 3, 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. Down 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 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. Draw a line. All right, so if you would finish up example 1. All right, now let's take a look at example 2. All right, so again, we're going to graph the function in yellow. All right, so we start at the vertex at to the right 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, 4. So we graph by direction. So our directions are, we know h and k. Now, because we know this is quadratic, but the inverse is square root, we know we're only graphing the right side. Okay, because of positive, because the radicand has to be greater than or equal to 0, so we're only using the values greater than 0. Okay, so we know our directions are 1, 1, 2, 4, but we have to multiply them by 2. So that's 2 and 8. So from here we go to the right 1 up 2, and to the right 2 up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now we need to find the inverse, okay? Now we know f of x is y. So then we switch x and y. So x equals 2y minus 3 squared minus 4. So our next step is we add 4 to both sides. So x plus 4 equals 2 parentheses y minus 3 squared. Okay. So our next step is to divide both sides by 2. Okay. Then we take the square root of both sides. Okay. Then we add 3 to both sides. So that's all right. So there's your inverse. All right. So now to graph this. Now, to graph this by direction is very complicated because of 2 under the square root. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the points from f of x, and we're going to switch them for the inverse. So the points are 1, 2, 3, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Now we know in an inverse, we switch x and y. So the new x values are negative 4, negative 2, 4, and 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the points are negative 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 2, 3. Negative 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you forgot to graph the y equals x line, you can still do that now. So y equals x. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And you can see that they reflect the y equals x line. So there's your inverse. All right, so now let's take a look at example 3. All right, again, we're going to graph example 3, but the problem is you can't graph in this form. So we actually need to complete the square to put this in vertex form. Okay, so this is y equals x squared minus 8x. Now, to complete the square, we're only working with this portion, and we're going to move the 10 outside of that. So to complete the square, you take the middle number, divide it by 2, and square it. Okay? But if you add it here, you have to add it here. So we do negative 8 divided by 2 squared. Okay? So then you get y equals x squared minus 8x. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. Negative 4 squared is 16. Now, I'm sorry, we don't add it. If we add it here, we have to subtract it here because you have to, that combination is 0. So technically you haven't added anything to the equation. So 10 minus 16 is a negative 6. Okay, so then this becomes y equals x minus 4 times x minus 4 minus 6, which is y equals x minus 4 squared minus 6. Now we can graph that. Okay, so we go to the right 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and then we can graph by direction. So we know that, again, we're only using the positive side, so 1, 2, 3, which is 1, 4, 9. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we want to graph the y equals x line. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Now, to find the inverse, we're going to switch the x and y. So x equals parentheses y minus 4 squared minus 6. So then we add 6 to both sides. You get x plus 6 equals y minus 4 squared. We're going to take the square root of both sides. So square root of x plus 6 equals y minus 4. Add 4 to both sides. You get the square root of x plus 6 plus 4. Make sure that the 4 is outside the square root, equals y. All right, so to graph that, we go left 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we graph by direction. So we know HK. Now square root is 1, 1, 4, 2, 9, 3. So 1, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up 1, 2, 3. All right, at this point, if you understood the example, start working on an assignment. If not, if you had some trouble in the examples, then you can work on the assignment with me in class on Friday, April 27th. So with that, have a wonderful Wildcat day.